Do 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 do.
On the double. Set, go. Here we go. Here we go. Set, hut. I'm coming after you. Set, hut. Set.
Damn. If I tried that throw with Daniel Jones, he would sail it into the sidelines by like 20 yards. It'd be rough.
Okay, right. Hut, hut.
I'm not sure if anyone's going to hear this question. I might just be talking to myself right now.
Here we go.
But I want to know in the chat, what's your favorite brand of bottled water? I was having this conversation with one of my friends earlier today.
Ready? Go.
And I have a take. Now, I'm not saying it's the best brand of bottled water whatsoever. I think Dasani's fine. I think Dasani's perfectly fine. I don't know why it's like the unanimous worst one. Cam, I'm sipping on some smart water right now. Matter of fact. Let me show myself real quick, just to show the people. I got some smart water right here. Also, go Seahawks. 2 seed, baby. I think my favorite's probably Fiji. Either Fiji or there's like an Icelandic water brand that I'm completely forgetting the name of. I probably would butcher the pronunciation anyway. But that slaps too. Either Fiji or whatever I'm talking about. I think Dasani's okay. My least favorite easily is Arrowhead water, which I think is just the Nestle like Pacific Northwest brand. I think it's just Nestle water. That stuff's nasty to me. Disgusting, as a matter of fact. Might have Panthers Bears later tonight. We might not. I don't know. I know that Alex talked about cracking down on late start times, so we'll see whether that was all talk or not. Walmart branded Sam's Purified Drinking Water. I'll be honest, Dan, I've never had that in my life. Matter of fact, I've never heard of it. But if it tastes good, it tastes good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm drinking some smart water right now. I guess the only reason I really asked that is because, like, I know everyone's like, oh, Dasani's nasty, Dasani's nasty. I like Dasani. I think Dasani's fine. Honestly, I prefer Dasani over Aquafina. If we're talking about the two, like, big brands. But hey. That was his text. But I'm happy to have you two in the chat. This is, again, another relative surprise stream. If you're in the BLN chat, you know it was coming. But Banner Night in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Eagles Falcons. This is actually a rematch of the wild card game between these two users. It was a game that, similarly to this one, was in Mercedes-Benz, was competitive for the first half, but then Jesse ultimately just didn't have enough on offense to keep up with Ben once Ben kind of figured his own shit out. But there was a time where it looked like Jesse might have won this game. He was up 14-3 at one point, so I expect this to be similarly competitive, especially because Jesse has done a far better job of keeping this Eagles roster together than I was expecting, so it's still a roster to be feared. You fill my water bottle out of the fridge or the works water refill station. Yep. Seattle tap water is better than most brands of bottled water. And then New York tap water. That is the one thing where I will say I'm like a New York elitist. People are like, oh, best city in the world. We have the best of this, we have the best of that. It's like, whatever. But New York City tap water goes crazy. Goes absolutely crazy. have 2 and 3 ops. All right. Yeah, well, Morgan Rowe got to get off the ground here. I know that was kind of a rough end to the game against Alex. And that O-line got to get off the ground too. All those holding penalties. I'd be sick. I had 2 pretty bad holding penalties against Kook too. That was rough. That was part of what caused the decisive lead to happen in the first half. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium here. I am Connor Rice. You can see that I took that L to Kook earlier, but it's banner night in Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen. The roads are packed, the stadium's packed, and we will see what Cordell Patterson Company ever do. Cordell Patterson, kind of a cult hero of that Super Bowl, as oh my goodness, what a way to start your Super Bowl defense. He is going to take off, and unless Kayla Ringo can catch him, which he actually might, but Patterson's going to take it all the way to the 6-yard line. What a way to start your title defense if you're Ben. That high kick return stat absolutely matters. I don't know. I know it's purely like anecdotal, but I swear they get better blocking. It seems that way to me, at least. Was he beat Phil? Huh, didn't realize that. As we have an immediate just goal line situation here as Bijan Robinson did not see the lane. Gets taken down. And y'all are going to hear me be pretty quiet, pretty low-key, because both of my roommates are here. Both of them are here, so, I can't be yelling. I can't be raising my voice too much. Those days are over, but that's not going to stop us from getting a beautiful broadcast together, ladies and gentlemen. We got Matt, Dan, Cam in here. I appreciate y'all. We should, if the timing works out, which I'm actually not 100% sure about anymore, but if the timing works out, I'm going to the Casino League Super Bowl later tonight. That's another great broadcast. I need y'all to come through as we have wow, I mean, Hopkins just got to reach over the plane there. But I was about to say we have a touchdown on the slant pass, but 3rd and goal. I mean, you should be able to do whatever you want to from this situation. Don't hate the RPO. This is a tough D-line, though, man. I mean, they're going to get sheds, as we see right there. Vita Vea, who made Ben's life a living hell in the wild card game, continuing to make Ben's life a living hell. And what a potential stand this would be after giving up a kick return all the way to the 6-yard line. What a potential stand this would be for Jesse's Eagles. On the road, 3 games to start, home opener against Warren. That's, well, welcome back to the league, Dan. we got dogs here. We got dogs here. You're feeling it. I'm feeling it. As he will drop back, as he may have had it someone briefly. Ooh, as Jesse was there, but tough usering, and that is a touchdown for the Great Kyle Pitts. And it looked like Jesse had that red, but he just kind of ran away from it. I'm not really sure why, but touchdown Atlanta. And we will see Younghoe Koo, who only missed 1 kick all of last year. Jalen Carter goes down on an extra point. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Jesse might be on the bridge early. Yeah, Younghoe Koo, the best kicker in the league, and he will be all cycle with a lack of dev regression. He's got the slow meter, and he can't be iced. So he's a perfect kicker, as we see Watkins take it to about the 18, and now Jesse will take back over. I don't know what type of moves he's made. but this is the same offense that features lethal wide receivers, obviously A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts leading the troops. We'll see what he's able to do. Get Jeff Okuda. All right, so we're on breakout watch as well, y'all. Jeff Okuda needs 2 interceptions or pass deflections, so we'll be on the lookout for that. I had a breakout week 1. Get Brian Asamoah 2 tackles for loss. I got 0. Because I'm him. 1st and 10 is Steinbach, another rookie quarterback who it seemed like 6 of in these playoffs, as he will drop as he throws it to a name I'm not going to pronounce, but sheesh, breaks 3 tackles. Steinbach starts off his NFL career with a 1st down. Okwu, I'd have to see it again. But yeah, we've seen, I believe this is now the 5th or 6th, I think it's the 6th rookie quarterback that we've seen on BLN, so kind of cool to see how they all do, what they all look like, as Swift takes it for not a lot. if we have a pistol concept here, we will see Jesse come out and does a lot. Now, I don't know how fast Steinbach is. This may be something he's missing. Also, what did he do with Hurts? Did he trade Hurts? This is probably something I missed, because I honestly thought that Hurts was still the Eagles quarterback, so I clearly missed something. Swift's going to take it for a gain of 3, and now we have a first third down of the game. This is where Jesse struggled mightily in their playoff game, was converting these third downs. He would put himself in third and long situation. Still hurt from week 18, I forgot about that. It's projected to get back like, what, week 5, 6, something like that. I think that's what Dan said at one point, is he gets trapped on the D-line to Steinbach, and he will step up and hit the angle route, the tight end angle route. Dallas Goedert with a jurtle and a juke, and gets the first down. As we go into week 2, obviously, lucky Morty and I did not do our podcast. It's too late for that at this point, and I don't really have a ton of motivation to put one together, so I want to know in the chat, who do you think is going to break out this year compared to last season, and then who do you think will regress the most from how they did last season? I'll answer that after this play, as we have a 3-man rush. Steinbach going to take a shot, and Brown comes out with it over Jesse Bates, and Jesse hits back with a chunk play. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yep. Morgan Rowe, Aaron McLean, Alex's quarterback, whose name I'm forgetting, and then Greg Steinbach here. Dan, most improved, Jesse regress. I honestly, I think Jesse's going to have about the same year that he did last year. This is just a really tough team. And I do think Jesse is like solid enough where he'll be able to beat the users that he should beat, quote unquote. I don't think we're going to see a lot of like dumb losses out of Jesse. I hope so, Dan. I hope so. But man, does my defense not have any juice. Oh my god. I mean, you saw the way Cook just teared through me like paper mache. It was a bad scene. I mean, he had me seeing ghosts. He had my head spinning. He had my user just in no man's land. I didn't know what I was doing. As we have a throw on the run by Desmond Ridder, who honestly, he makes like, I don't know what his stats are. I guess after a year of dev, they're probably better, but he makes like really good throws on the run. Tate may regress. Well, Tate didn't do anything last year. I mean, he won like 4 games. I hope he doesn't regress. That'd be wild. Not regressing the Casino League, though, as Desmond Ridder will drop back, takes the dump off Drake London, as London, trying to get past Ringo, not able to do so, falls forward, and we're seeing the same efficiency here out of Ben that led him to his first Super Bowl in a while. As far as who I think is going to be most improved, Steele, I would say. He just had the year from hell last year, and there's no reason to expect they'll do that again. And then as far as regression, boys, that slip screen just got no type of blocking. As far as regression, I'm trying to think of like who made the playoffs last year that I don't expect to again. I might have to look at Neon, because no one's immediately come to mind. 2nd and 8 as we have a read option, Bijan Robinson runs to his own man, clips off at the gain of 6. We're going to have more no huddle here. And I see no reason not to run this ball again, honestly. I don't care, stack the box all you want. I'm running it against this look. Although Ben's thinking about it, as he will run it, and Bijan's going to get an easy first down. Tim regress, he was 5 seed, yeah. I mean, it's like Ben and Tim both are probably going to have worse regular season records than they did last year, just because of yours and Lucky's presences in the league now. You know, those were 3-4 force wins that they were getting against good users who are now going to provide battles. And Tim has the second place schedule, which is going to be tough too. A lot of blinkers on that field, but it doesn't matter against this. Look, Bijan Robinson perfectly reads the lanes. Didn't have a ton, though, out of the second level. Falls forward for a gain of 5. Kalen Ringo already making an impact here with his tackling. counter to the left as Bijan, who has room, but once again kind of clipped into his lead blocker there. That's going to prevent what honestly could have been a touchdown, 3rd and 1. And honestly, I like what I'm seeing from Ben so far. You know, it's a pretty... I mean, compared to Ben's of old, it's a very conservative approach. As you got to remember, he has threat detectors. He goes to the 3rd string running back / fullback, I believe, Algier. Gets the first down. That's going to take us in the first quarter. Both of you just playing well, honestly. Both of you just playing well offensively. We'll see who gets the first stop. I see Cloud making plots and pushing for the NFC West title. I truly... So his... He's going to have a whole new scheme going with his quarterback, 95 speed. I played him in the preseason, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Because his pocket awareness, pocket mobility was really good. He would, go on design runs. He would, if I set my offense on conservative or my option defense on conservative, he would just cut up. It's just as, like I said, Hopkins going to cut for the touchdown. But now Cloud's going to be frustrating for people to deal with for sure. I could see him, setting people into fits of rage for sure. Now, is that going to make him push for the NFC West title against Allen and Morty? I don't know, as we're going to have maybe a missed kick. Oh! Younghoe Koo doing something I thought I'd never see. And that's missing an extra point. Maybe actually is a trash kicker. I know, the Ben in real life would be like, get Koo out the fucking game! Trade his ass! You miss one extra point, you're canceled as Watkins takes it across the 25. It's just a really tough division, Cam, but I could see Cloud sneaking in the wild card for sure. There's no reason why I can't. Especially the NFC, which, frankly, is, not all that good as, oh my god, Steinbach. With a hot one there. On the run, cross body. Get that type of throw off? Rookie's got some juice. Maybe after this I'll do, overreaction rookie QB rankings, literally just based on what I've seen on BLN, because this is now the 6th rookie quarterback I've watched. So I might do that. Johnson would have to be last so far. He was so bad. He overthrew so many open passes. Who's to say? And now this guy Steinbach, he's pushing for first based on what we're seeing so far, but it is a long game, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 11. So a handoff here in 2nd and 11. Doesn't really... Oh, Swift with a nice juke. Swift fighting for every yard, making it... making what could have turned into a 1-yard gain, turning into a 7-yard gain. Making this 3rd down a bit easier, which you have to do if you're Jesse. You cannot let Ben just tee off on you on 3rd and long situations. Send the dogs here. Steinbach will drop back. Corner route. Ooh, as Watkins maybe should have caught that, but Grant was in the vicinity. 4th and 4. Will we see aggression? No. We're going to see the field goal unit come out. So Jesse will not use his coach's decision. So it looks like Jesse also has threat to... No, it's Ben's stream. I'm done. I'm a silly goose. Skip Bale's already calling Rowe a bust. Yeah, and Chris Broussard's calling him even worse things, Dan. I don't know if you saw that clip. Just look up, if you haven't seen that clip, look up Chris Broussard, James Harden on Google. Look that up and see what I'm talking about. He was on some wild shit a couple days ago.
Here we go. Ready.
As we will have a read option as Bijan Robinson with not a lot gets stood up and thrown down. I get excited every time I see that animation, even though it never results in a fumble. I always just get a little excited, being like, maybe this is the time. Now Cody wouldn't be. He wouldn't be at all. 2nd and 12. As for the first time, the Eagles might get a stop as we have a throw into coverage intercepted by Brown. And honestly, I don't hate that read. I think that was just a really good play by the DB. Really good play by the DB. He recognized that he jumped in immediately. I honestly thought the read was fine. I probably would have made the same read, honestly. But I suck, so that doesn't really show you anything. Is that Jesse all of a sudden finds himself in a pretty good situation here. DeAndre Swift trying to fight off 2 tackles, not able to do so. Yeah, Cam McLean was fine. He was fine. He had a solid day, but what I saw out of your running back, I was wet in the booth. I was hard. I was wet. I was sweating. I had the vapors as he completely bites on the play action, has a crosser wide open, goes to him for a first and goal. And Jesse looking to spoil the party here. Mercedes-Benz is looking good right now. And yeah, the last pass was I don't know what that was. I mean, I posted it in highlights. It was so bad. I was like, Christ, man. DeAndre Swift with a gain of 2. And I will say, I very rarely come away from games being like, oh, Madden hoed one person or another. I think oftentimes that's like overdone. But the holding penalty on what would have been a touchdown, that throw, it's rough. That's all I'll say. It's rough. Steinbach is going to hand it off to DeAndre Swift with not a lot of real clear. Oh, he keeps fighting though. Grady Jarrett tried to drag him down, not able to do so, and it makes it a bit of an easier third and goal. Now, we do know that Jesse's going to have the possession advantage, given he's going to get it back because we have play action. I do not like this play call. Steinbach's going to take off and goes down. Okuda, who again has the breakout with the sack. That'll make it a 4th and goal. Let me see something real quick. Got 10 more guys in here. Kane, Dan, Matt, Morty, Cam, Wozy. Appreciate y'all. This Cordell Patterson's going to take back out. Oh my god. Yeah, it's broken up one. Thank you, Morty. You two's in the chat. I love that. That's honestly become your thing.
Let's go now. Ready?
I fed Babs earlier this afternoon, Neil, and she was meowing a lot. That's a director of scouting, Babs. For those of y'all who are wondering, Bijan Robinson takes the toss for not allowed. We're going to have a second 9. It's going to take us a 2-minute warning. This has been a very competitive, very fun game so far. Honestly, I think both teams is playing well. This is just good, clean Madden right here, and I love to see it.
Set, ready.
Zedson Ritter will drop back as he comes screaming at him. Oh my goodness, Ritter, just gets the throw off, and that's got to be either a fumble or like it's something. I mean, the fact that that's incomplete is a total bailout in my opinion, but that's what Madden does sometimes. Third and 9, Philadelphia on the precipice of being in a really good position here. Daring him to run as Jesse, but on 3rd and 9 with the coach's decision already used, we're probably, or no, 4th and goal. That's not a coach's decision. Never mind. Ben still has one. So he will drop back. Mayex briefly. Oh, awkward read, and oh my god! As I was about to say, Dean overplayed it, but I think his presence forced the drop there. 4th and 9 is that Jesse's defense comes up with another stop. That French Tector is so nice, man. It is so nice. That, like, that and fearless, like, you slap those two things on a quarterback, I am thriving as Watkins. He's going to take him to 15. Even though I hear that without easy mode, every quarterback plays the same. I don't know, man. Threat Detector and Fearless? Shoot. You don't even need to give me, like, any of the dead eyes. Just those two would make me play so much better, I feel. Counter to the right, disgusting play call, but a decent result is DeAndre Swift fights for a gain of 3. Interesting kind of psychology here with the time, you know. If Atlanta gets stopped here, do they call timeout? When does Philadelphia start calling timeouts? It's going to be interesting as he will drop back. As he's playing very well, as we're going to see a shot right to Anderson that is intercepted, and Anderson gets depleted. But The first bad read of the day by Jesse and by Steinbach, and now that sets Atlanta up near the red zone, if not already in it. I wish EA would hire me as just like one of the generic like fans that does chants in the background. I would go so crazy for that, ladies and gentlemen. They don't even need to pay me. I'll just do it as we have an RPO as Kyle Pitts gets leveled. 2nd and 9, and Philly, I'm a little surprised they're not calling timeout here. I've been trying to get this ball back. If you're Ben, no need to rush this play. Just let some time run off here. We got all 3 timeouts. So he's doing exactly that as Desmond Ridder sets up for a really kind of interesting route concept. I don't know if I love it in this area of the field. But we'll see, as he will drop back. Quick zig route, as that was the first read all the way. Drake London takes it for the 1st and goal. Time still running. Now you gotta call timeout if you're Atlanta. He will not say he's gonna let the time keep running down. Maybe with the knowledge he still has all 3 timeouts to see Will drop. Goes the angle route as Hanson should have had the pick. Maybe it would have been a pick 6. As both offenses starting to struggle here after a pretty clean first quarter. Got a bunch of out routes here. He's going to draw a play up in the dirt as Desmond Ridder. Interesting concept here is he had Kyle Pitts open. Instead, Desmond Ridder going to take off. I know Jesse was spamming that right stick, but it did not matter. Touchdown. Falcons as Desmond Ridder gets the spike off. Equally important to that touchdown. What is going on? Dog. I think if Ben Tennant was in BL Ward, he would have stormed the field right now. He would have punched Younghoe watching this. 2 straight missed extra points. My goodness, Watkins going to take it up, had a lane for a second, but with realistically 1 play available to you, I'm expecting an inside zone. No reason to do anything crazy here. And off to DeAndre Swift. Swift will end the first half with a run for 6, is 7, as that will do it. 19-13. Falcons. Two missed extra points by Younghoe, but a pick by Steinbach, leading the pack here with an interception for the zone. Is now we're going to see Jesse get the ball back. A pretty even first half so far, but we'll see if Jesse can keep the good form on offense going after that pick. Listen, I cut Younghoe, please, and Sir Minnesota GM will pick him up. That's a promise. He's going to try to take up the middle here. Does not have the blocking as Watkins will go down. And now, down 6, having just thrown your first pick of the game. This is where Madden psychology is going to be really interesting here for Jesse, because he just got punched in the mouth for the first time. So we're going to see play action here, an aggressive play call. But, oh my God, the second pick by Anderson. Will this be a pick 6? It might be if he uses the blocking instead. Does a little whoop-de-doo there with the left stick, and now Atlanta for the first time in firm control. Thank you, Morty. Thank you, Morty. Well, we know what the MVP of this game is he will drop back, had the drag open, didn't see it. Desmond Ridder will take off, now goes to RB, but way overthrown with the pressure coming through. Yeah, I mean, it looks like not the worst read in the world initially, but sometimes those like batted up picks just happen in Madden. Gotta make sure you loft it over him, as we're gonna have a handoff to Bijan Robinson. And I mean, for Philadelphia, it's going to be a two-possession game either way, but for Philadelphia to, like, stay in this mentally and all, they gotta get a stop here. Try to hold it to a 9-point game. Who knows, maybe Young Koo misses his third kick of the game. It's possible. Remember, y'all, threat sector. You gotta just send 3, send 4 against them, in my opinion. If you send a blitz, it's way too easy to drop a play. He will drop back. How do I open instead? Doesn't matter. He's going to take off. May have room. Nope, that's an illegal pass, and it's intercepted by Slay off the carom, off the dive there. Is you're going to decline this if you're Jesse, which he does, and hey, Jesse had a tipped pick go against him. Now he has a tipped pick in his favor, and the Eagles take back over. But this is a dangerous area here for the Eagles. Swift had the inside wide open. Tried to cut to the outside. Limits him to a gain of 2. Jeff Okuda, who again does have a breakout. I don't know, that one was wild, especially with the diving pick. That was kind of weird. As we have a stretch as Swift, really good using by Ben to prevent the stretch, and now 3rd and 8. This is kind of an awkward situation here for Jesse. How aggressive that was Swift and Grant. Talking that shit, and now Steinbach will drop back. Don't get too aggressive here, 4-man rush. Really good read by Jesse. Found Dallas Goddard up the seam. I think that was a CFM fumble, so I'm not going to get too excited about that, but for now, Grant is going to pick it up. But that looks to me like his elbow hit the ground, as we will have the booth review, and likely an overturn. There it is. And thank God we don't have M factors, because that would have just given Philly like all 3 bars of momentum. Those overturn fumbles used to just completely fuck up the momentum. As we have a power DeAndre Swift with not a lot of room. Ben honestly doing a really good job of containing Swift so far. Drew Tranquil with the tackle. Still a 6-point game. It could have gotten away from Jesse there, but bad throw, bad result, whatever you want to call it. Interception for Atlanta, and now Philly is driving down the field. Potentially about to take the lead. We shall see. Steinbach and company on 30-yard line. Again, got to get a drive going all the way down the field here. Start on their own 2 as the 4-man rush gets bodied. Zig route open, goes to it. There is DeAndre Swift. Oh, Jesus, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was hot. That was hot. Oh my God. Stick work out of Jesse, the jukes out of Swift. Just get him an open field and he makes men miss. Steinbach will now drop back as traffic to the line. Steinbach rolls out, is going to have a man crossing open, hits him. This is A.J. Brown, makes a lot more and just gets in for the touchdown. Wow, what a sensational drive by Jesse. 98 yards later, the Eagles have the lead. So I could give him credit for a 75-yard drive because of that overturned fumble, but those of us in BLN know better. Ladies and gentlemen, 20-19 Eagles. Trying to spoil the party here in Atlanta. Cordell Patterson, who already took a kick return to the 6, is going to take it out this time. Not as successful. Gets to the 24. Now, Ben, who's got to be feeling some type of way after all that, is going to take back over here. We'll see what he can do against these Eagles. Only 118 offensive yards for Ben here is the counter to the left hits. Bijan Robinson wanted nothing to do with that first down. Tried to juke back. 2nd and inches, though. Desmond Ridder fired up. R. Blankenship. There's a kicker named Rodrigo Blankenship. Well, I guess there's another Blankenship in the league now as we have a stretch of Bijan Robinson with room. Robinson maybe could have let his blocks develop there. Could have held back a little bit, but instead tried to take with the speed, not able to do so. right into the blitz. That's not a CFM fumble. That is a real fumble. They let Bergeron stand up just to slam him down. Jordan Davis with the strip sack, and now second and a mile. We'll see. I mean, Ben has been known to convert these, but he's in a tough situation here against the Eagles pass rush. So that was Jalen Carter, who got injured earlier. He also helped out Davis with the sack. Every time I look at the viewers, I see more and more people in here. I appreciate y'all for showing up as we have. Looks like Ben's going to try to get all the yards back at once on this play call. I don't completely hate it, try to get Jesse's user to overcommit, which he does overcommit. Will Ritter not to throw under pressure. I saw that all the way. Now we have third and a mile. Honestly, it was a good read, good play call, just the pass rush came in immediately, forced Ritter to get that throw off maybe a second sooner than he would have liked. Run commit, y'all. Or, not run commit. Threat detector. I'm dumb. Again, I'm using Kyle Pitts, and I'm saying beat me with whoever else you got, as he does just that. Does drop back, doesn't Ritter rolling way back. He's gone like 20 yards back, as that's going to be an interception by Kelly Ringo, Georgia Bulldog, as that was a disaster of a play all the way around. Bad pocket awareness, drifted back like 20 yards. I don't know what he was trying to do there. I'll be 100% honest with you. So we have a handoff to DeAndre Swift, who is blocking Swift. Look out. Falls forward for the first down. As for the first time in this game, it feels like Jesse's truly in control of it. We'll see if he can punch it in here, but he's got to be feeling pretty good right now. Look at all those blinkers, man. Defensive line, offensive line. Oh my goodness. We have a fake counter here. Don't risk it. Oh God, is trying to get sticky with the tight end. I think Jess is feeling himself a little bit. 9 completions, 231 yards. It has been bomb city here in Philly. We'll cover 6 as we have a handoff to Swift. Swift jukes up, and all these jukes are dope. Got to watch the attack about a fumble, but has not happened so far. Quarterback controversy. Yeah, man. I mean, this is Steinbach's playing really well. He's made. I mean, both of the picks have been because of Jesse, not necessarily because of Steinbach. But Steinbach's made some nice reads as Swift is continuing to fall forward, and some nice throws on the run. Obviously, has some good speed to him. Maybe you sell high on Jalen Hurts. Maybe you trade him to, a QB-needy team and further stack the rest of the team as Steinbach goes under center. Ladies and gentlemen, after this play, after Steinbach goes down, put your first in the chat. Plenty to 19 Philly here, also knocking on the doorstep, but that sack by Atlanta does drive them back a little bit. Second sack of the game, and now Philly under a little bit of duress here. But unlike the first half, they've really kind of put the clamps on this Falcons offense, so we'll see what you can do. Give me Hurts. You have Rodgers, though? Although I guess he's an old man. He's going to retire soon. Hurts will be pretty nutty as Steinbach in the gun here. Will drop back. Only a 4-man rush has the flats open. Instead, Steinbach's going to take off. Steinbach with a horrible decision, intercepted by Okuda, who may have just gotten his breakout. Will be a pick 6. It might be. Just has to get past Lane Johnson, who throws him down. Yeah, you'll get those reads sometimes. Yeah, like I said, Matt, he's old. Like I said. Also, there's a player in this draft class named Matt Short, so, oh my God. I'm going to get those memes off. He's like a 3rd-round projected player, but his name is Matt Short. That's tough. That's a tough look. There's also, if you're still here, there's a Connor Hunter in the draft class. So, we had Alex Cody last draft class, now we have Connor Hunter. Big fan. 2nd and 10. As Desmond Ritter will once again drop back. This Eagles pass rush starting to scream at him and somehow comes away with that catch. As X Factor, I don't know who that is. X Factor, someone was in the area. Only down 1 here as we have a quick dump off. And ooh, as he runs right by him, but Hopkins still not able to get a ton. Who is that? Is that X Factor Slay? Yeah, that's X Factor Darius Slay over there, I believe. This is quite the play call. Has man on the delay, ends up going to it. This is Bijan Robinson. Woo! Jukes man out of his shoes. Takes it for a first down. A combined 6 interceptions in this game. Which is weird because it feels like both teams have been playing pretty well, but they've also, both thrown out a couple ducks. Which is tough, but down 1, obviously Philly's, they're going to get the ball back, but with how much time is the question here as Bijan Robinson continues to drive, continues to keep those legs churning forward, gain of 5. It's a field goal puts you in an awkward position here for Atlanta. Really got to go for 7 in my opinion. Or 8. I mean, you're going to go for 2 if you get the touchdown, obviously. Dive up the middle, Bijan Robinson is room. Robinson uses the blocking, tries to hit the edge, unable to, but a big gain there for Bijan, who up until now has struggled a little bit. This is definitely his best drive of the game. But he's starting to get things going here. Handoff again with X Factor Bijan Robinson, and number 7 says, fuck that X Factor, drags him down. Hassan Reddick there with the tackle. I'm assuming his X Factor's first one free. Definitely doesn't have 90 power back, but first one free can get kind of nutty too, especially if you already have Jukebox. Get kind of nutty indeed. 2nd and 11. Can't play too far back here for Jesse. You got to understand that the run is still an option here, but we will not see a run. Instead, he's going to drop back. Had RB open instead. Desmond Ritter's going to take off and get shoestrung tackle. That prevents what could have been a lot of yards there. Good heart there out of Hassan Reddick, who comes up with another big tackle. Huge play here because Jesse would really like to get out of this with giving up just a field goal. So we'll drop back, takes one. Kyle Pitts with a high throw, unable to come down with it as there were 2 Eagles in the vicinity. Now Younghoe Koo, who has already missed 2 kicks, will try to reclaim the lead here for Atlanta. And man, those missed extra points are really looming large because he could be up by 4 now instead. It's up by 2. As we're not seeing the slow meter on these kicks. This is interesting. Is there a glitch? Question mark. We're only seeing the slow meter on kickoffs, which is, yeah, like that. Why is it only activating on kickoffs? I don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. But here we are, down by 2. Jesse about to drive to, again, potentially spoil the party here as Watkins gets taken down. Long kick, so is that what it is? I thought it slowed down all kicks, but I wouldn't know. I would not know, ladies and gentlemen. Handoff, DeAndre Swift hits the outside, tries to juke up. Swift, oh my God, DeAndre Swift with all the heart in the world. Zen kicker, understood. Thank you. Thank you. See, I don't know my kicker abilities at all. I've never had a superstar kicker. Well, in that case, Ben just sucks because you can't be missing 2 extra points in a dome. Come on now. And yes, I did just say that the defending Super Bowl champion sucks. Please come at me. Please come at me. That's actually, I'm glad it's not all kicks, because that would be way too OP. I'm glad it's only on some kicks. As Steinbach once again trying to lead a potential game-winning drive, and Again, super awkward situation to only be up 2 if you're Ben. So he will go into his stretch once again. Got to be sitting on it at this point if you're Ben. But Swift, I mean, how many yards after contact does Swift have at this point? Because it feels like every time he's just dragging defenders forward. It's in the passing game too, not just the running game, as the safeties are all out of sorts here. We're going to see play action here as he hasn't been screaming out. It had the flats wide open. Instead it goes down. Khalil Mack, who I had no idea was on this team, is going to get his first sack, his first recorded stat of the game, 2nd and 15. As that's a big swing of momentum there because the flats were wide open, as you can see. Just didn't get the throw off in time. Oh Lord, ladies and gentlemen, oh Lord. You see that X Factor activated. Can't. So he does double team him smartly as Steinbach throws it into coverage, intercepted by Lattimore. Will this be a pick 6? It is not. Gets him out of bounds before the 2-minute warning, which is big, but rookie jitters. Rookie jitters, ladies and gentlemen. That was really his first overthrow of the game, and what a horrible time to get it. Hands off to Bijan Robinson. Robinson takes it up the middle, gets the first down, and now all 3 timeouts remaining. This game's not over by any stretch, but it's getting a whole lot harder for Jesse. This is going to take it up the middle. Vita Vea, who has had a relatively quiet game, honestly. He's had 1 sack, but really since the first drive hasn't done a lot, but there he does something. Prevents what could have been a bigger gain, and we will see Philadelphia use their first timeout. Desmond will drop back. I don't see a lot of people open. Instead, Bijan Robinson's going to go out of bounds. That is big. That is big. That's going to save Philly a timeout here. Ben trying to get a little too cute there in the open field. Instead, he gets pushed out of bounds. 3rd and 11. I might just run this. Dare Jesse to drive the length of the field and score on you, because you do not want to throw it in. It's all London with the heart. Did y'all see that, ladies and gentlemen? Did y'all see that? Because there's a guy right there who brought him down, but Drake London with no abilities, but all the heart in the world able to come down with it. Is that effectively is going to seal the game for Atlanta. I mean, Jesse's going to get the ball back, but that effectively seals the game. Good game here. I mean, it was a lot of fun all the way throughout. There were times where it looked like both guys were going to run away with it. They did not. And it ended up really coming down to that Steinbach overthrow, which is tough for Jesse, but also those are the risks you run when you throw a rookie out there. I just lisped. Also. God damn it. My speech therapist is cringing somewhere. Shout out to Miss Collins. 6th grade, 7th grade. I used to pronounce my THs like Fs. This Bijan's gonna officially seal the game with that. But yeah, I used to mix up my THs and my Fs, so I would go like the instead of the. I would go the. And Miss Collins helped me out. The GOAT. Desmond's gonna nail it down. That will do it. As Jesse tried to come in here and spoil the party, but ultimately it will be Ben's Atlanta Falcons taking this one 22-20. Great game. As I will not be doing post-game interviews. I'm not in commentary booth. I don't feel like it, frankly. But shout out to Ben, defending Super Bowl champion, able to secure the dub here at Mercedes-Benz. And a shout out to y'all as well, man. We talk bottled water. We talked tip drills. We talked Younghoe Koo. We talked regression. We talked progression. Big love. Big love for my Better League brothers and sisters. Tune in maybe later for the Casino League Super Bowl. Maybe. I don't know. My schedule's getting a little complicated, but I appreciate y'all.